Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it is. I am glad you are here. So I thought it was about time to get started on this grungy journal that I want to make. So these are a bunch of some papers and things. A bunch I did this kind of weird grungy dye bath, and there's all kinds of weird kind of bits and pieces of stuff in here. So we are going to see what we can do to make a fun little super grungy little journal here. So yeah, it's gonna be kind of a smaller one, I think, and I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do the binding, what I'm going to do yet. I have lots of kind of interesting weird pieces. So I think first thing we need to decide on what kind of size we want and what we want to use for a cover. So let's do a quick sort really quick to see what we got size wise, and kind of just because I'm gonna do like other stuff here. We're gonna do like fibery things over here, some smaller bits. Let's see, does this count? I don't know. We'll see. This is kind of a smaller bit. This is a smaller bit. It's kind of a long bit. Hope you're having a great day. Ooh, that's fun. I think we're gonna do some like fun little flippies and different kind of style pages. This is a cute owl on it. It's a little bigger. Orientation kind of matters. There's a piece of little file thing, file divider. And now we are getting into like decent sized pages. This is like bigger kind of tag board. I haven't looked at this little pile for a little bit, so we shall see what kind of a thing we make with it. I have all different types of papers in here. Some of these are going to work great, some of them probably not so much, so we'll be able to do some other things with them. Some old book page. Oh, this piece of book page is one of the last pieces of this like little interesting thing that was about Greece. And I just love the texture of this paper. I'm glad it kind of dyed fun. I have some foreign language stuff. This is like a German vocabulary. I have another one of those. I don't have much of that paper left either, and I love it. Okay, here's another like envelope thing. This is a pocket page. Some of these are like already good to go, but we haven't decided on a size yet. This is heavier, like cardstocky kind of stuff. There's another envelope. This is a sticker sheet, so I'm gonna set that off to the side. This is was an accidental printing. I might do some more fun stuff to that. This looks really cool on this side. This side is weird because it was like a piece of kids art that I had in a bundle of stuff. Some more fun book page. This is heavier too. Some bigger ones. Okay, so these are all really big. So I'm just kind of doing a sort to see what we have. This I don't think is going to fold nice because it's really old. So that might be kind of like extra stuff. Another big page. Some music. These are really big pages. Here's some more smaller. And then I grabbed a few other things too from some of my coffee dye that I had done previously. Some of the really kind of grungier kind of looking. This is coffee dye, but I let it dry on like an outdoor table. That's what that pattern is from. This is just a paper bag. I don't know why you're here. I'll set you over there. This is a painty page, but it's bright on that. And then we have some more fibers. Oh, not all of these are. Get in here, friend. So, what are we doing? I'm not quite sure. I want to make like an interesting kind of flippy-do kind of thing. Okay, let's do fabric off to the side because we're not going to use that right away. This is like a fun scrap for other things. I just want this to be like really grungy and crunchy and really interesting. And yeah, I'm still thinking on size. I think I kind of want it to be smaller. I'm really digging smaller stuff lately. I'm not quite sure why. I feel like this would make a great cover, either back or front. I'm just flattening it. It's crunching. It's okay. I don't mind. Might have to make some extra stuff to kind of go along with everything. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this be the front cover, maybe. Like that. Okay, so that could be our front cover. I kind of like this size, I think. And then maybe one of these guys, part of this. Although this is kind of cool. I don't know if you can see that. This embossed part. This was part of a antique photo thing. Is it roughly the same size? It is. Okay, so let's go ahead and make this one of our covers, so we kind of start to get like a rough size as to what we want to do. Sometimes I like to start with the signature, make the signature first, and then figure out what I'm doing with the cover. Sometimes I do it the other way. Let's just do this and we'll mark it. I kind of just want to explore different things with this. Try out some different stuff, some different techniques. So we're just gonna kind of go with it and see what happens. I might do like tip-in pages. I'm not sure what I'm doing with the binding yet. We're just gonna be doing whatever all over the place. So I'm just gonna cut this guy along that line. Okay. We started. We're doing it. So now, roughly, how big are we gonna go here? So I have an idea what not to go bigger than. So I have a center line on my desk and I'm kind of going off of that. And of course these aren't going to be exactly the same, but that's okay. So 4, so about 8 inches this way. It can stick out. I'm okay with that. So at least we could go around 8 inches long for stuff. But I think what we're going to do is just kind of start finding some papers and looking at them and seeing the size. Okay, so I know I want to use these vultures. I really do. But that is, of course, too tall. So we're just going to start ripping stuff down, making it the right size. I'm going to grab a tearing ruler because I don't want to have a lot of cutting. And I think that was about it. And then we're going to make a scrap pile just for this kind of project as well. So hopefully I did that the right size. Oh, it could have gone bigger. I did not measure tall. How tall are we? We are about 5 inches for the back piece. About. I say about because it could change. Things could change here. So, all right, we have one page there. what do we got here? You know what? Some of them I'm going to start folding immediately to be like little pocket pages. So this one I'm gonna fold up, and then that's gonna become like a little pocket. This one is longer. Let's go ahead and just fold it in half. And sometimes when we fold some of these, we're gonna find out if the paper itself is gonna be too crunchy, but instead of not using it, I'm going to make it be what I want it to be. So I might add tape, I might add weird reinforcement. I like that. And then maybe we'll do like a fold in. This is cool. So I think we're just gonna start folding up some of the smaller pieces to start with and see what we see. Because we'll probably add some paint and some stuff to this. It's very white in comparison to everything else. That's okay. All right. So 5 inches. I want to take some of off the bottom here. And what are we going to do with this? We are going to just have fun and play making this journal. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to have fun and experiment and do some stuff. That edge is fine. Okay. I love this. I do indeed love this. Hopefully it's not too, oh yeah, this is good paper. This was like from a little writing notebook, I think. And I just want this to look like it's seen some things. Like a little tome. A tome of, you know what I need to do? Here, I'm gonna show you guys a trick really quick. I need a scrap of paper. I'm gonna cut it down, so I'll be right back. Okay, so this is a thing that I will do sometimes, especially when I'm folding a bunch of papers and I wanna make sure that they're all roughly the same size. So I make myself like a little, I'll flip this over, it might be easier to see on this side. Make myself a little template for roughly the size page that I want. And then I am just, hopefully this isn't too reflective on the camera. We'll see. I will take some washi tape and just tape it to my desk. We'll just do like this. These are some scraps. My son was over here at my desk and he loves playing with tape. So I end up having random scraps of tape hanging out that then I use on other stuff, so it doesn't go to waste. So I make a template for myself that says, okay, this is roughly the size that I need for my book pages. So now I know roughly the size that I need without having to constantly measure. So that's like a really fun little trick that you can use. I like the holes on the top of that, and we're gonna give this bottom part a tear to make it roughly the right size here. So we're just gonna keep on keeping on. I have 2 of those. I don't need another one. So this is actually I'm gonna do a little editing as I go here too. I'm gonna do this way because I really like this and I want it to be the correct direction. Now, I'm not gonna be overly worried if things aren't folded perfectly in this either, because it's going to be just kind of a journal that I just want to play in and try some different stuff. So I'm going to look kind of picking and choosing which kind of things I think would cause the most interest. This is some coffee dye with some lace on some little, I don't know what that is. But this has some nice lace texture on here too. I love that. Some really fun shapes is kind of what I'm going for as well. I don't know how many pages I have. I think I'm gonna mostly stick to the smaller. Okay, that's fun. We're gonna use that as is. Okay, this I might save for something bigger because it is quite large compared to everything else we have. Although it could be really interesting to do that as a pocket. Contemplation. Be really big. Really big. Very. So I'm thinking about folds. I'm thinking about where things are what they are gonna look like. You know what? Let's just go with it. It's just paper. It's just paper. Let's just have fun. Let's just have fun. Let's do the big side of our tearing ruler here. Ooh. Come on. Okay. Whew. That was a toughie. Oh, we got some fun stuff here too. Why not? Throw it in. We might use it, we might not. Don't know yet. Might be a little bit too colorful for what I want, but we will find out as we go. So this is still a pocket here. We still might do some other stuff. How much of you could go away? So we'll see. We'll look at that some more later. Some different textures with these pages. All right, so I don't know if you're gonna fold very good. Might have to use this paper for accent stuff because it does not always fold very good. But let's see. Because it's a little bit of an older paper. Yeah, it's breaking a lot. So we might use that in our pages for some stuff. So we're going to put that in that pile for now. Okay, so that means this is going to go away too. I do want to get this page in there for sure. I love this paper. I really want this to be in here. So it's all about just picking your papers, deciding what you want to do. I want to leave the numbers on the top. Just do what you like if you're going to do something like this. Whatever it is. Oop. Some of them I do want to be a bit straighter. So these book pages, I think I'm going to turn them sideways. It's okay to have some sideways stuff. At least for me. That might not be your thing, and that's totally fine. Bottom's already torn, so let's leave that. We're making some interest. We're making some fun things. It's about the journey. What are we doing? Tearing some paper. Oops. Sorry, friends. Tearing some paper, going on a journey, exploring things. Bunch of those. We're going to set those aside. We don't need everything that we have. This is another book page. Oh, it looks like it's already had kind of a fold here. That's fine. We'll have this one be a sideways one too. Might be a bit big as well. Let's do another big tear. I like to have different types of edges when I'm doing stuff like this too. Even in my regular journals, I like to have a mixture of stuff for the most part. Although it kind of depends on the journal sometimes. This is just a very plain piece. We might be getting to the point where we have enough here, but maybe we'll make 2 books. Whatever. Whatever. Let's do... I'm gonna do this kind of tear. I definitely want this cool paper in here. Oh, okay, well, I guess that's where you want to fold. That's fine, friend. Yes. I like this snake skeleton down here, but I don't want to lose this guy. I'm going to go below it so we can have that element that we can use on something else at some point. All right, I love this. You're already torn. Oh, that was fun. I guess I didn't realize what was on the back side of that one. Okay, I'll see you, fam. Let's do like this. This is like really neat frame kind of situation. I don't know. That's really cool. What if we instead made this into 2 pages? This is cool. Yeah, let's leave that one as is, because I like that variation. And then this one, we're gonna have like be a tip in or something. So leave that one whole for now. No. Oh, that's cool. That's almost exactly the right size for that way. Crunchy, it's fine. We'll fix the edge. One more line like that. So I think another thing that I might do with this is I might make some of my own tapes to make them less uniform. Like with washi tape is very uniform and everything, so I might do like a sheet of my own tape to kind of see what happens. All right, this crunchy envelope is definitely coming in here. Wait, let's see, it's open on this end. It's fine. It is fine. Let's do I'm going to tear it down to this size. And we'll fold it. Pockets. And then what do we, I really kind of want to get this guy in here. So we're going to end up doing something. Oh, it's like the perfect size. Yeah, this definitely needs to go in here. Okay. This was an envelope I made and the holes did not stand up to the way that I wanted them. So it's fine. I'm reusing it for something else. Sometimes when you have mistakes, you got to make the most of them and do something interesting. So that I think does need to go in as well. I want to have a piece of this in here. Oh, that is almost perfect. Let's do, and this one I am gonna kind of cut a little bit. I think I'm gonna get my pinking shears. This side's fine. We need to trim up the bottom a little and make it more straight. I am not going to be overly worried if it's not perfectly straight. I would tear it, but this does not tear. This is from a fan, like a plasticky kind of fan thing. Okay, I like that. I'm okay with it, the lace peeking out. That might be cool. So that's going to be a page. So I want to have some other texture. And I might put one of these guys in there, or maybe two. They both could fit, but maybe I'll do them like this, like this. I'm gonna have a think on that. Those might go in later. We'll see. This random thing. And then I have a piece of this, which is definitely going in here. And it is almost the perfect size too. So let's see if it will tear. I don't know if, oh, there's a piece of paper right there. So we might be doing a mixture of cut and tear. Yes. Okay, perfect. And then perfect height. I'm gonna make this a little shorter here. I have to get through the paper on the corner, and then we should be able to do that. Yes. Okay. So that is going to be a page as well. And that is our pile. So now we figure out how we want to start putting them into a journal. So we have a couple fabric pages here. So those are our fabric pages. These are our envelope pages. These are our other pages. So these, let's see, we got single sheet, folded. Let's make a stack here quick with folded versus little sheets. And we still might edit some of these out, decide we don't want them, which is fine. Editing is an important part of the process. Single sheet, single sheet. Okay, so those are for like tip-ins and stuff. Set you there. All right, so now let's see what we got here. And I know I didn't end up using this very much, but I think this is a good tip. To have a template if you want to have your journal pages be all very similar in size. Sometimes I will use one of my actual pages that I think is the perfect size for a journal and just use some washi on the corners to hold that down, and then end up using it in the book too. So, all right, this is a big one. So let's start with something that is closer to this size. And the other thing we'll have to decide is how we're going to. Okay, so this is a good one. So this is very different in texture than others, some of the others, but that's okay. And I want to vary the widths and things. And I'm not quite sure how we're binding this yet. And we might end up tearing some of these down because they still are a bit big. And we will do that. So as I'm building, I'm looking at the sizes as well to kind of keep them around the same size. As I go, I am looking for different textures, designs, so that we have a lot of interest and variety. And sometimes you just know when it's the right piece. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That might be okay, because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some stitch signatures, then I'm going to do some tapey things. It's going to be kind of all over the place. Let's see how many. I didn't count. Let's put a fabric one in here someplace. Let's put that piece of fabric, this one, in here. Come on, friend. I might have to hit that one with the iron so it behaves itself a little bit. Or not, and see what happens. Just let it be itself. Let it be itself. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages in this one. So let's just start with that. So I'm going to put a little binder clip or paper clip on this. So we've got 6 in this one. Let's do, I know this is the exact same size. We can go taller, we can go a little bit different. Okay, so envelope, I think we'll put that in the middle. That's kind of fun. Let's just put you here. There. Something longer. This longer one. Very long. This could, I wonder if this could be just 2 pages. I think it can be. Yes, okay. See, making changes already. That's how we do. 3. It's a long one. 4. 5. 6. I like that. Okay, there's 6. Do I want this in the center of someplace or in the middle somewhere? Maybe in the middle somewhere. All right. Sometimes for like the middle of things, I like something very specific. Other times, not so much. Let's do dictionary. And then a plain friend. Nice. Oh, let's get you in. That's a good contrast. I like good contrast as well. Are you counting? Because I completely forgot. So we're making like a thick little junky tome, I think, like grungy and gritty. I think I want to put this on the outside of his signature. We're going to do something to it so that I can still open and we can use it as a pocket and everything. So maybe we'll put that on in the inside, right in the inside cover maybe. I like that idea. We'll go with that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, let's put a fabric in. 5. 6. Okay. 6 there. And I think we can do one more. You are nice. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. This is just a lot of red. I think that's why I don't like that one. Like that. Let's put the holes on the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yes. Okay, extra, extra, extra. Perfect. Okay, so we've got 3 6 signatures. 3 6-page signatures. No, 4 6-page signatures. So that's what we got so far. It's going to be thick and fun and chunky. I think this I'm going to put in on its own in here. This will go on here. This will go on the back. Might have to make a little extension on the back here. I'm okay with that. That could be fun. We're going to use some of that fabric to make a binding maybe once we get going here. But we have the start of a grungy little junky journal. So I think next step is working on each of the signatures to figure out what we want to do with them in particular. And the binding, and figure out what we want to do with the binding. Yeah, so, but I don't want to bind it until I know, how thick it's going to be, because I think it's going to be a nice little thick little chonker, and I kind of want it that way. So let's see. I might need to have a little think. I need to have some more coffee and have a little think on what I want to do for the next steps here. Sorry. Whew, I had to sneeze and then everything else. And maybe that's what we'll do, is I'll just make space. Maybe we'll figure out what we're going to do for the cover. Let's just do it. So here's our cover, right? And if we have space, we have space. I think a flexible spine will be interesting. We still have some of this fabric. Oh, that's nice. We can double it. So we can go like this, or we can put it with the whole of the eyelet on the bottom. Oh, I like that. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna finger press the edge of this here. And we are going to glue this together. Okay, so that is going to go there. Am I measuring? No, I'm not. It's okay. I just know I need it to overlap. And we're going to make it fun. What I might have to do is reinforce this bit here, but that's okay. This can go like this. Oh no, that's the back. That's the back. What do I want to have sticking out? That side, I think. So that, like so. This like this. Oh no, this is, okay. Nancy, what are you doing? This one has to go this way. This has to go this way. like that. Okay, so that is gonna go like that. I'm doing a flexible spine, so we're gonna just stitch stuff in. I have to reinforce this crease on here first. So let's go ahead and reinforce, yeah, this here, because, oh, actually, that's pretty good. I think it'll be okay. And if it breaks, that's okay. That's gonna add extra stuff to everything. So here's what I'm gonna do. Since I have a little piece of paper down on here anyway, I am gonna use some fabric fusion and glue the bejeezers out of this, and then we'll go from there. So I'm probably going to, once I get this glued, have to set it aside to dry. Okay, so I am just gonna stick this friend here. Like that. And just making sure I'm getting it on that inside cover bit there. I am kind of eyeballing it to make sure it's roughly straight. It doesn't have to be perfect. This book is not about being perfect. This book is about just being your authentic goblin self. See, that is already grabbing, and I love that. Okay, so now I need to put some glue here and here, and then, ooh, that's on the edge. I'm going to put some weight on this to A, flatten it out a bit, and B, make sure everything is going to mushies together, because I'm giving her a good old smoosh, getting all of that glued together. I wish that was not quite right there. Can we sneak it? A little sneaky sneak. It's okay. I'm gonna, I think, end up punching a hole through there into the cover too, so I guess it's fine. Because I want to utilize that eyelet that's already on that fabric. I think that'll be fun. And there we go. That is good and smooshed. Boy, these cuffs on my shirt today. I wanted to wear this fun shirt, and I have this comfy wool sweater that I found when I was trying to de-stash a little bit, and I was like, why is this in this bin? It was for a project that I was gonna do eons ago, and I'm like, okay, well, that project never happened, but this is a nice sweater. Can I wear it? Sure can. It's comfy. It's warm. It's like probably a men's sweater. Don't care. But then I'm wearing my fun, oh, don't get glue on your cuffs, Nancy. This, it has tuxedo cuffs on it, and I don't know if I need to leave them or cut them off. So that's my tangent about my clothing today. I hope you enjoyed that. This tuxedo shirt that I have, I absolutely love it. I picked it up in a secondhand shop like a million years ago when I was actually someplace for someone's wedding, and I was not in the wedding party, but I was invited, and the person I was with at the time was in the wedding party. So I had like all this time to myself while they were doing stuff. And so I went thrifting, and I found this sweater, and I absolutely, or not the sweater, the tuxedo shirt, but it's cool because it's like kind of like weirdly dyed, and it has like this weird print in the background, and then it has spider webs that are embroidered, blue spider webs that are embroidered on it with like little flies and bees that are also embroidered, like hand embroidered in places on it. It's a really fun shirt, and I do love it. And it's, but the cuffs, man, I need to figure out what I want to do with them. Okay, so this looks great. I'm gonna set this off to side to dry, and I think probably what we're gonna do is I'm gonna leave it here for today, and we'll pick up with in the next video or another video showing you guys what all we're gonna do for next steps. So we have, in recap, made a grungy cover, made 4 signatures and an extra insert for sure to go into our little book. And then we're gonna do some other stuff to it as well. And we will carry on with it. So let me know what you guys think about this, if this is something that you find interesting or you'd rather not see grungy journals. But everybody has their own style and taste. And one thing to look at different videos when you're watching them is not necessarily about those specific aesthetics, but imagine what this would look like if you used all bright colors or had everything nice, pristine paper, but kind of did something similar. It's about putting your twist on things too and looking at things in a different way. So sometimes it's about just watching for the techniques and how somebody's doing something, what their creative process is, and how you can apply it to your own. There's just lots of different ways that you can look at things, and just remember, it's not just this way particular. Try and think about how you can twist and apply it to other things, like, or just like that one tip, like the template that I use, like that could be the one thing, if you learn from, like, grabbed from this video that you think is amazing, perfect. And hopefully you're entertained by me and whatever weird stuff I got going on. So there we go. I'm gonna leave it there, and I will talk to you guys again. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. But also leave me a comment sometime. I'd love to hear what you guys think about this journal, what you think about some of my other journals, about my process. I'd love to hear some tips from you guys too, or what you like to do special with your things, or how you like to, like, apply stuff in your own way. Okay? Anyway, all that really matters is that you art with your heart. Thanks, guys. Bye.